Hello everyone, this is Shrishti. Welcome back to my channel. Today we have Anand Kumar with us. He has cracked CAT 2019 and he has got into IIM. So welcome Anand. So how are you?
Welcome, Srishti. I am extremely glad to get on this platform with you and discuss the things, and I am absolutely doing fine. Hope you are also doing good.
Yes, I'm
And
fine too. Thank you.
thank you for giving me the opportunity. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, it's my pleasure to. So can you just give a self introduction about yourself? Like from which place are you and what was your previous education before getting into IIM?
Srishti, basically, I belong to Patna, and my primary education till class 10th was from there only, and even after 12th. But I prepared for, IIT JEE at Kota, but I was not able to get good rank, and was not convinced to get, branches which were not to my liking, and therefore I tried to get into the next better options like the NITs. And so back then there was AIEEE, All India Engineering Entrance Examination. Now this whole system has been changed, like the IT main and advanced system. IT main for the NITs and advanced system to get into the IITs. So this is what the similarity was between AIEEE and IT Main. So through that examination, I got into NIT Hamirpur in Himachal Pradesh, and took electrical and electronics engineering.
Okay.
Uh, did my graduation from there. So
Okay.
that's
And you mentioned in your post that you were not actually preparing for CAT, right? Then what was your plan? What you had thought about your career? So if not CAT,
so.
what would be your another option? I would say.
Uh, First of all, I would say that during the graduation period, it there was nothing like anything planned. It was
Okay.
spontaneous. I just like any other engineering guy. I was just enjoying the 4 years of my life to the full. I went, travel. I went travel different places, enjoyed different kind of foods, met different kind of people. So there was not absolute career path. What I have to do, what I have to not do. Just one thing that okay, in the final year of my graduation, it was decided by me that I will take the placement first, and then
Okay.
we'll see what's the scenario is going to be for me. Whether if I find that the job is according to my liking, I will do. Otherwise, what I will do is go for the UPSC Civil Services examination. So during the graduation, in the final year, I got placed into Tata Power
Okay.
at Delhi. So I was in operations domain, and it was basically electricity distribution company. But as I told you earlier, that I wanted to challenge myself and see how far I can stretch myself out. So I took a shot at UPSC Civil Service examination, but like with job, it was a difficult phase for me to continue the study. Also, get back after job at 6 and 7 o'clock, and then study. So I decided why not to give it a full fledged shot. So I resigned from my job in 2017 and
Oh.
started preparing from then onwards. So that was what it was like, my career planning at the
Mm-hmm.
start. Hmm.
Okay. So exclusively you didn't prepare for CAT, but your preparation for UPSC has helped you to crack CAT, right? So is there any similar things between UPSC and CAT exams?
Uh, Before the similarity, what I would like to say is that you see, UPSC was, I gave 3 attempts, and after that, why I did CAP, I like to answer this.
Okay.
So
Sure.
3 attempts was going to be too much for me. Sometimes we take decisions uh, which may not fetch results according to our expectations. So you have to not concise yourself in isolation in a and bound yourself with that
Yes,
circumstances. You
right,
have to,
right.
there are alternatives in life. So what it was for me, like I had calculated the pros and cons, that if I am going to give the UPSC exemption, because it's a ocean. Once you enter, there is no escape route where you are
Yes,
going to end up. If you are going to crack it, then it's going to be, rosy picture for you, but if you are not going to,
right.
where? So I calculated that what if not, and how many attempts I am going to give it. So I had decided that I will give it 3 to 4 attempts. In case uh, if I am not able to crack it in the first attempt, then I will go for 3 to 4 max,
Okay.
and then I will try to give cat. So
Uh-huh.
what it was, why cat, why cat was secondary choice, because I was an engineer, so I was pretty
Mhm.
confident that I will get through the cat in a few months. So that was like that was the thing for me, and therefore I gave the cat after 3 to 4 attempts of UPSC. Second thing,
Okay.
you asked that how similar was the pattern,
Yeah.
how can someone, means someone can crack the cat in the very first attempt, or so the thing was that UPSC is a exam which prepare you as a person, not
Mhm.
it's not like that you get subject knowledge, but it's
Yeah.
a thing which you get knowledge
Not just
about the life.
focus on a particular thing, right?
Sure, sure, absolutely. So the thing was that it prepares every domain of the life. It's not about only history, geography, political science, international relations, not like that. It's also about aptitude. It's also about mental ability. It's also about how strong you are in communication. And we have, one section apart from other areas. We have one sections during the preliminary phase called the CSAT, Civil Services Aptitude Test. So
Okay.
as in that stage we have similar kind of, not at that level, but yeah, to some, it's a qualifying examination. You have to get 30 to 40% marks. In that 40% marks basically to qualify that CSAT paper. So
Okay.
pattern is somewhat similar, but not at that level. You have aptitude test, you have like the quant, you have VA and verbal ability, and you have a few questions of DI2. So that helped me. And yeah, the VA part was absolutely, helped me in cracking the cat.
Okay. So, did you join any coaching for UPSC exams?
uh, yeah, I joined at Delhi one coaching,
Okay.
Waziram. Yeah, Waziram and Ravi. I joined for that.
Mm-hmm.
I did coaching for 1 year, and then the rest of the time for the next 2 years, I prepared by myself.
Okay. Okay.
Just to give the platform, how
Mhm.
it's not required, but yeah, to give you the platform if you are not well aware about how to take the direction to approach the examination. So that's what for coaching. But nowadays
Yes.
it's so many of tech startups coming up, you can do it by yourself, and there are
Oh,
many great examples, like
yes.
people
Right.
from villages have cracked the UPSC. So that's how it is.
Yeah, it's like coaching is not necessary to crack the exam, but it will be an added advantage if you join the coaching. Else, there's no problem. You can crack without the coaching also, right?
Yeah, because if you have some, good internet facilities, if
Mm-hmm.
you have some mentors, if you
Yeah.
have some friends, buddies who are in the services and are able to get guidance from them, then
Okay.
I believe that that's not required. And because most of the syllabus, most of the papers from the UPSC examinations come through newspapers only.
Mm-hmm.
It's a, it's about, transforming your thinking ability, and not
Okay.
about getting some knowledge from the books, rotten knowledge.
Mhm.
That doesn't work.
Right, right. So you told that basically you are an engineer and you belong to EC branch, right? So then
Yeah.
how did you make up your mind that you have to try to write UPSC exams? So what was your motivation to be an UPSC aspirant?
Earlier, yeah, as I said, there was no career planning. So at starting phase also, when I entered engineering, it was basically because I was good at maths, but I was good in biology too. But yeah, I was inspired by so many IITians, and I thought that I should give a chance in take up engineering. So I took that part. Second part is that during engineering, you just don't learn only about if you are in electrical engineer or if you are any branch. You just don't learn about the subject matters. During the 4 years of the engineering, I believe, Srishti, you also, if you are doing engineering, then you also be might be aware that, yeah. So you also be aware that we have to take up several courses which are not related to engineering itself. In the
Right,
first
right.
year, in the first year itself, we have to go through all the subjects, every branch, irrespective of the branch,
Yes.
and we have other courses belonging to humanities too. We have other courses like communications to
Yeah.
see
Also
some, yeah,
languages also.
yeah, ethics, some belonging to civil, some belonging to, metallurgy too. So
Hmm.
all these things are combinations. And as a person, I felt somehow that it was, inspiration from my parents. Like my father is in government services, my
Okay.
mother is uh, graduate graduate from sociology background.
Okay.
So that and everyone in my family is from government sector, so that acted as a motivation to get into the services like UPSC, and see how it's like to work for the government.
Yeah.
But not, I would say, not for the government, but yeah, there was internal motivation to do something good for the people of the country too, and that acted as a motivation to resign from my job.
Hmm.
That's a, big step, because
Okay.
you, once you are earning, you are getting fat check at the end of the month, and another month you are not getting anything. So
That's right. That's right.
motivation drive you.
Okay. So you cracked. Now you have cracked your CAT exams, and now currently at which IIM you're studying?
Currently I'm studying at IIM Amritsar.
Okay. So did you get calls from other IIMs also?
Yeah, basically, I got calls from 12 IMs, and apart
Wow,
from that,
that's
thank you.
great, really.
But apart from that, there were calls from 4 IITs too, and but I would say that if you are studying dedicatedly for, CAT examination,
Mm-hmm.
I think 3 to 4 months are good on an average to
Okay.
get 99 percentile.
Oh.
And yeah, so this year the pattern has been changed,
Mm-hmm.
and each section is of 40 minutes. Each section is 40 minutes, so it's a 2 hour examination. Earlier
Mm-hmm.
for us it was a 3 hour examination, so things are getting changed, but basic pattern will be like that only.
Mm-hmm.
So students need not panic. Uh,
Okay.
they should focus more on, practice and take some tests. That is how it's going to work.
Okay. You mean the mock test, right?
Yeah, so
So
mock
how
test.
many mock tests did you take?
For me, it's a slightly different thing because I was in preparation, UPSC preparation. So when the results came in 2019 July, that didn't get select again.
Mm-hmm.
So what I decided was that I will give another attempt, the fourth attempt in 2020.
Okay.
Simultaneously, in October, I filled the CAT form to give it as a demo examination for the
Oh.
2020 this year examination. In
Uh-huh.
case I am not able to get into the services this time again, and unfortunately, what happened is that COVID happened
Mm-hmm.
in January. Before that, in January, I got the results, and I was very lucky that with just 4 to 5 mocks, uh,
Oh.
I will say don't take this step. 4 to 5 mocks may work for me,
That's
and
right.
it was more that I was lucky on the D day. It was maybe because I was preparing for civil services that I was, comfortable with the verbal ability section. I
Mm-hmm.
had engineering background, so
Right.
maybe it because that I was good at quant. But I would suggest don't take it so much easy and work hard in each and every section, and get at least, I am not able to say what marks is required right in this examination this year, but yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for earlier 170 plus is a good score. You can get
Oh.
easily one of the IMs. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Second thing, if you have good academics records, like you are, if you are 90 plus in 10th, 90 plus 80 85% above in 12th, and graduation you are 75% above with 2 years 3 years work ex, then you can easily get into one of the new IMs or baby IMs with 95 percentile too, for which earlier 120 125 130 plus score was good enough. For
Okay.
98 99%, 170 plus was a good enough score.
Mm-hmm.
So that's students have to be careful how to how much marks this year they have to score,
Yeah,
calculating
the
on the
strategy
previous
is important, right?
yeah.
Yes. So in general, how many mocks should a person take if he is exclusively preparing for CAT?
I believe what I have learned is that students need to give at least 40 mocks
Okay.
to be comfortable with each and
Mm.
every section. So
Yes.
that's how, yeah. So because 2 to 3 months you have to give it dedicatedly, and I believe every alternate day you can give mocks, and then one day you can get the concepts, another day you get the mocks. So
Mm-hmm.
40, 30 to 40, that the minimum, at I believe that 30 mocks is a good thing to do. Take
Okay.
up.
So giving mocks helps you to plan for the exact day, and it will also help you to manage your time. So I guess this is why you have to give many mocks.
Srishti, exactly. Like, be it any examination, be it civil services, be it any government examination, banks, SSC,
Mm-hmm.
or be it the CAT examination. This is
Mm-hmm.
what the mocks are for.
Yes.
Like, first of all, you get the comfortable with the uh, what kind of questions are you going to be getting in the examination. Second thing is how fast I have to.
Yes.
So how much time I have to dedicate to this question or not. Third thing is that which question I have to attempt. So there are these 2 to 3 are the crux points where you have to focus through the mocks only. And like in the quant, there are 34 questions. There were 34 questions earlier. So obviously you can't solve each and every question.
Mm-hmm. Right.
100 to 120 examinations are not meant to solve, especially
Yeah.
entrance examinations are not meant to solve all the questions. It's just you have to sail through one minimum benchmark or bar, and then you can easily get into the next stage.
Right.
So
Right.
what you have to do is that you have to make a strategy. Okay, I have to take attempt this much questions, maybe 25 questions in quant, maybe
Hmm?
uh, 20, 30 questions in VA, and maybe I believe that 15 questions in DILR, because it's the toughest section.
Okay.
As yeah, so this is how it's going to be. Don't try to solve all the questions, but yeah, you have to be very careful which question I pick. If you are not able to, if you see lengthy question, and you are finding that it will consume my time, then please move ahead.
Right.
Get the easy one liner question.
Mm-hmm. Because there is
But yeah,
negative marking also, right?
negative
Yeah.
marking as well, but and also at least you go through all the questions so that you don't
Hmm.
repent at the end of the day. Oh, I missed that question, this was the easy one, I should have solved this.
So you would say like first go through the question paper. You see by seeing the question, whichever you feel like solving, you just solve it in the
Yeah,
first round. Then again come for the second round and try solving the other question. And don't
exactly,
try
exactly.
to attempt all the questions, right?
Yeah, you can't attempt
Yeah,
all the questions. You are not
that's right.
superman. Examinations are not meant for that.
Okay. So every section has to be followed with a different strategy. So what do you say about that?
Uh, you are absolutely right in this regard. And like for VLR, you have to be comfortable with the language, the
Mm-hmm.
English section. It's not about you will get the answers through the paragraph directly, but we have to analyze the paragraph. And I believe there is no best source than reading the newspapers. You can
Okay.
pick up any newspaper. It's not about you are reading the Hindu only, then you can crack the CAT or UPSC Civil Services examination. But yes, the matter of the fact is that we have to read the newspapers and analyze that paragraph, whatever, especially the editorial thing. if you are able to relate the things by reading, then uh, it will be a cakewalk for the VA, verbal ability and logical reasoning
Okay.
section. Second thing, in quant you have to practice.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be accurate, plus you have to be fast to solve the question, and that comes with
Yeah.
practice.
Right.
So you can't be deliberate in this approach. And DILR is much more how diverse you are going to solve.
Okay. Okay. And Anand, I think there is some network issues from your side because the video is buffering a bit.
Okay. So where I was stuck at some point.
Yeah, you
Was
were
I
saying.
not able to?
Yeah, you were saying something about the DLR section.
Okay, I was saying that I believe I am fine right now. My video and audio are
Yeah.
clear.
Yeah. Now it's audible.
Okay, so I was saying that in the DILR section you have to get comfortable with diverse set of questions,
Hmm.
and and that comes with again mock.
Okay.
As many as mock you solve, there there will be chances that you will get through different kinds of DILR question set. So that's the key.
Okay, that's right. So it's the practice which makes you perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
It's the
So would you
not
like to say
it's not
yes?
something like you have to be too intelligent enough to crack the cat.
Mm-hmm.
I would not say that. It's the practice which will make you, successful
Right,
in the cat exam.
right. So would you like to give some tips for the future aspirants who are
Yeah,
gonna appear for CAT 2020?
yeah. First thing is that don't be deliberate now, and it's time to buckle up and take the steps and do your best every day. Give if you are not able to give, I don't believe that 10 hours of continuous study is required for
Mm-hmm.
CAT examination. But yeah, if you feel that you are low in confidence, confident, if you feel
Okay.
that you have not practiced enough, then please give up. 10 hours, it's a necessity because I believe that it's in November only, at the end of the November month. So there is hardly time left. It's already
Yes,
up to, so
it's already
you
October.
have so one mock test, give one mock test daily,
Mm-hmm.
and analyze what the mistakes you have done, learn from that mistakes, and then
Don't repeat
give
that.
another. Yeah, don't repeat that.
Yes.
Be fast. Be
Mm-hmm.
fast enough to read each questions at least. Whatever the question, how many, no matter how many questions, you have to read at least once.
Okay.
Whatever the question, and yeah, for read newspapers, editorial section, because I believe that many students, study read novels.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's a great thing. That's a good hobby also. But
Mm-hmm.
newspaper has another, advantage, because
Mm-hmm.
it's not about only just cracking the cats. There are other phases, like you will get the calls, and then will have the interview. You will have the written ability test. So
Oh.
then the topics will come from contemporary, issues, be it the
Mm-hmm.
citizenship amendment bill, be
Hmm.
it other issues like
Okay.
general abstract topics also. So newspaper will help you, get the knowledge, and you can put those points in your interview also, and you can impress them.
Hmm.
So it will put good marks in those. And because after the cat is just a filtering process,
Hmm.
its overall weightage after the first giving the cat in the final selection process is just limited to 30 to 40%. Rest
Okay.
are
Okay.
10 12 marks, then VA, verbal ability, written ability test, and then the
Hmm.
interview. So I suggest that this is the approach.
Okay. So whatever time is left now, all the CAT aspirants try to utilize this time and give as many as mocks possible. And evaluate yourself with that mocks. Okay. So anything else, Anand, you want to share?
Yeah, for the students, I would say don't take pressure. There are like I too have failed many a times. Like I was not able to crack the IIT JEE examinations in the first attempt, and then somehow, as I said, I got bad rank. I would not call that success, because success was cracking the cat.
Mm-hmm.
You always you don't win the silver, you always lose the gold.
Right.
So I take that as a defeat. This life is a war. You have to fight till the end. You will get if you crack it, then the next day you will get another set of challenges. You get into IM, you will get next set of challenges. So this is going to be the, motto of life, that you have to fight. The war
Yes.
will be going on. By war, I didn't mean that you have to fight for the equity issues, like fighting for bargaining at market. No, fight for big things
Right. So
and
always your
build.
aim should be high.
Yeah, that's the popular saying, that aim for the what we say, aim for the stars, so that even if you fail, you will land up on moon, like that.
Right. Right. Right.
Yeah.
So according to me, yours was a very inspiring journey. I would say that even after a bunch of failures, you have landed to a stage of success. And whether are you happy that now you have got into IIM, or would you
Uh,
regret that you have not you were not able to crack UPSC? So that's why I had to choose this platform.
Uh, it's a very tough question. I would appreciate that you asked,
Right.
because the thing is that you will always have a uh, certain amount of attachment with the things you wanted.
Hmm.
We all have certain amount of attachment to the things we wanted in life, but
Right.
that's not the end of the life. That's not the end of the life, because as I said earlier, that you have not to be stuck in isolation. And you might be aware that a river which is flowing is lively, but a river which is not, stagnant. There is lots of, different kind of it doesn't give a positive vibe. It's stagnant thing. It's negative thing, so it's
Yes.
cause
Right.
of many disease. So don't be like that. Be a lively river, flow.
Hmm.
So UPSC didn't happen. That's anyway, that's the past. We have to move ahead and get many things. There are many things to do in life. So
Hmm.
I I am pretty happy. Not too much enthusiastic with the success. Not too much sad with the failures. Just be balanced in life.
Yeah, that's good what you have told at the last. I hope this video will motivate for the future aspirants and also for the people who want to be successful in their life. So it was nice talking to you, Anand. So thanks for joining here. Hope we can do many more videos like this. So thank you so much.
So it was a pleasure, mine too. Thank you. Thanks a
Thank,
lot.
thank you. Thank you.